Yeehaw! It's 91.7 The Edge, WSUW, Whitewater, Wisconsin.
Hey, everybody. This is Max and Kyle with our show here. Now, that's what I like to call...
Now. Wow. Oh, yeah.
I can play that one on top of it.
There's a lot going on right now.
There's a lot of that one, like... sort of thing happening. Oh, boy, he's coughing. He's coughing. All right. So we've got quite the show here for you tonight. Quite the show. We got lots to talk about and only 2 hours to do it. So let's get to it, huh? How about it?
I'll start with the musical theme. It's SoundCloud. We're talking about SoundCloud rap today.
Here we go.
And I'm excited. I'm a fan of it. A lot of people hate it. A lot of grumpy old people are like, they're just not rapping like they used to.
I don't think anybody says that.
These mumble rappers. No, it's a thing. Like a lot of like 90s hip hop heads like really hate like Lil Yachty and Lil Pump.
Oh, well, yeah.
But I love them because they are the punk rock generation that hip hop needs right now.
Okay.
It's just fun, stupid music.
Yeah.
Which is what punk was.
That's true.
Off, which is why I like it. First, we're going to play Lil Yachty. We're going to play She Ready off of his new album, Lil Boat 2. And we're going to play Up Next 2 from Lil Boat 1.
Oh.
And then we're going to play Magnolia by Playboi Carti. That's all I'll say about it right now. Should we just get into it? We're a little early, or do you got a topic you want to talk about?
Let's see if I got any topics to talk about here that would be a light way to start the show. Oh, yeah, an excellent one. Now, it doesn't have anything to do with this here campus here, but there was another UW school that had a special visitor today. I don't know if you saw anything about that.
Barack Obama.
Nope, Steve
Elon
Carell.
Musk. What?
And Madison Steve Carell showed up because he and his daughter were taking a tour of campus.
Aw.
Yeah.
Like The Office, Steve Carell?
Uh-huh.
Like the one from The Office?
Yes, that one.
Man, it was so sad when he died at the end of The Office.
But yeah, that was a thing that happened.
Yeah, I don't know why they killed off everyone at the end of The Office.
Yeah,
I
don't know
did not
either.
see that coming.
Who did? Spoiler
Can you
alert.
imagine?
Spoiler
Can
alert.
you imagine?
That would be a good bit. But anyway, yeah, he showed up to the UW Madison campus and was walking around in sunglasses and a hat and a hoodie.
Yep. Ex Attorney General Eric Holder's daughter went to Madison, lived across across from one of our high school friends.
Wow.
In the dorms.
Who knew?
Yeah, I did.
You knew. And that was pretty much it.
Are we going to play some music?
Yeah, why don't we get to some music?
Let's play some Lil Yachty
Okay.
and his Lil Boat. Lil Boat. We'll see you after this.
You're listening to 91.7 The Edge.
Bye-bye.
Let's get it!
Sorry. That was Lil Pump, if you didn't notice. Lil Pump's great. That's my hot take. I like Lil Pump.
A lot of people don't.
I know. I understand that.
Yep.
I totally understand that.
Yeah.
But I think he's punk.
I don't have a feeling one way or another towards it because I haven't listened to him enough to really know one way or another.
Most people generally have a violent reaction either way at first listen.
Fair enough. All right, so because this is a show where all we do is play stuff from the now and talk about stuff from the now, I want to talk about self-driving cars. Now, specifically, I want to start this conversation off with there was a crash that happened. An Uber self-driving car hit and killed a person, a pedestrian walking. So, with that being said, do I think it's a really cool technology that's going to be an amazing thing one day? Sure. Do I think it's ready to be on the road? No.
Not yet, but it will replace everything.
Yeah.
It absolutely will, because it is safer. Like,
yes.
Because, so an Uber self-driving car hit one person or killed one person.
Mm-hmm.
How many people died that day from
from
car
other
accidents?
from other car accidents. Yeah, that's the thing that you you don't really know,
Uh-huh.
and you also don't know. Well, I didn't know any of the situation leading up to that, like what caused the car to hit somebody, and I didn't look into the situation far enough to know what it was, like if it was a programming malfunction. I think that's what it was. Just from the couple of paragraphs that I read about it, I think it was a programming malfunction,
Okay.
but I don't know if they had footage or not. And I don't know if they were able to release the footage due to there being a death.
This is why we should be like Russia and every car has dash cam camera.
Well, but we shouldn't be like Russian drivers. That's a problem.
It makes for good YouTube videos.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I think the semi trucks will be the first ones to go. They'll be automated.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point because
A lot of people are going to lose their jobs,
yeah,
but
a lot of drivers, just any kind of driving is going to be
Taxi. Yeah.
a thing of the past pretty soon, which is going to be crazy.
How
How many things do you think will need to get automated until everyone just doesn't have a job and we're all living like Wall-E?
At the point that the car starts to become automated, I hope we actually go like, what if we just invest in more public transportation, like trains and buses that are probably way more cost effective?
But then people are going
And
to be
they
like,
would become more
if the train
cost-effective
doesn't stop
without
at my
drivers.
house, how am I supposed to do
Yeah,
anything
that's
about
true. I mean, there's I'm in a cityscape.
Yeah,
Makes way more sense.
yes, that's true.
Does not make sense for everyone to have a car.
Mm-hmm.
Most people don't, but it's yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for when we have the suction tubes,
Oh, Drew? Just-
like in Futurama.
and then you're there. But they also had flying cars. Let's not forget that.
They did.
Other things I wanted to talk about. Let's see. Ooh, there's a very strange article which could be just coded in lies, or it could be something that they're actually going to do. It was an Instagram post that this group called Yeezy.dating created.
Is it
saying
gonna be
that
a
they were
Kanye West dating app?
yes. It's going to be for a whole bunch of people who love Kanye.
Interesting.
And there were so many memes related to it just about Kanye being on there to get Kanye.
That's good. That's interesting.
Yeah. So it's like for people who like Kanye to get to know other people that like Kanye.
Yeah. I mean, it already exists. It's called probably like r/Kanye on Reddit.
Right. Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
There's so many weird dating websites.
Yeah. I feel like lots of them are just fads and just kind of memes. Like Tinder, Bumble. What are other ones? OkCupid. Sort of. Is that? I don't use dating apps.
I don't either.
So I don't know.
Match.
I think those are
Match
big.
is
Yeah,
the one.
So
That's
those
a big
four,
one.
Those are the ones that I hear about.
Yeah.
Tinder's like the god one.
For our age group, I think Match is more of the one for
single moms in your area.
older people.
Let's get back to the music. This next song has a very interesting story. So, a lot of older hip hop people are like, these kids these days, they're just saying stuff that they're not hard. They didn't, they're not down.
Yeah.
Well, this next song takes that to an extreme. It's called The Race, and it was released by a guy that I think it's still allegedly killed someone, and then was on the run from it.
Oh.
And he recorded this song while on the run. So, like, he's not lying in the song. It's just insane. And it went viral.
Yeah.
And but he got arrested, and I think he's got potentially the death sentence.
Ooh.
But he made a viral hip hop song, so
Well, all right.
that's that. The other songs I'm gonna play is
R.
R is R, Trippie Redd, which is his song Dark Knight Demo, and Travis Scott is in it, and then 2 Lil Uzi Vert songs, because as a subgenre sort of within this SoundCloud rap, there's what Anthony Fantano calls the auto-tune crooners, the people that like use the auto-tune to sing, but it's not really singing.
Right.
But so all the people coming up after TK's The Race, TK, I don't know. They're all people that like to do the auto-tune singing. I like Lil Uzi Vert a lot. He loves Hayley Williams from Paramore.
Interesting.
And he's down with the pop punk and the emo. And you can tell. He also loves Marilyn Manson.
Interesting.
It is. Yep.
That's that's a hot take.
We'll get into this more later with how SoundCloud has allowed for hip hop to like have like a metal phase as well as a punk phase. We'll get to that.
Yeah, that one.
So stay tuned for more. And we'll be back after these songs. See ya. We're back.
Hey.
91.7 The Edge. That was gospel.
And you guys are listening to Now That's What I Call.
Now.
Not yet. Not yet. Not quite
Why
yet.
do we always? It's always you see. Yeah.
No, that's what I call. Not yet.
God dang it.
That's what I call. Give it a minute. That's what I call. Now. All right. So hey, we had a request a little bit ago. A few of them. From our little boy, Henry.
Yep.
So we're gonna play some of those, right?
Yep.
So Kyle, why don't you go ahead and tell them what we're gonna play?
We're gonna play them. We're gonna play Ultralight Beam by Kanye. We're gonna play Them Changes by Thundercat. Great song. And we're gonna play Living Single by Big Sean, which I haven't listened to. I might have heard before. It doesn't ring any bells. But shout out. If you have any requests, you can call 262
472
1312 262 472 1312.
All right. Now, I've got some more news. This one we're going to do kind of a more lighthearted stuff, and then the next one we'll get to our moment of the world is dying. I guess it's not lighthearted right away, but I'll start with this one. The last male white rhino died.
Rip.
Doesn't necessarily mean extinction for the species.
Because we got science.
They could still impregnate the female rhinos that are left. I don't know how many of them there are, but it's still a possibility. Will they? Who knows?
Yep.
It's science. Science is crazy. In other news, next two are going to be about entertainment. So they're making a Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood documentary.
Interesting.
I don't know what that entails.
About the making of, how it came to be, maybe?
Probably.
The whole life of it? That'd be interesting.
I think so. I think that's what they plan on
Is
doing.
PBS making it? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But it'll be an interesting thing. Seeing all those sweaters.
Behind the sweater.
Behind the sweater. I don't think that's that relates to a different story that we have tonight.
Oh, no.
And in other news, there's also... So Katy Perry's been messing up American Idol.
Oh, yeah. Again?
Just in general.
There was like the Kiss thing.
She's
that was
getting
like...
so much bad press from doing bad stuff on American Idol.
Oh, no. Did Katy Perry say the N-word?
No, I don't
Can you
think
imagine?
So.
They would not
yeah,
air that.
I could.
I should.
I could. Like,
That would
see
be
her doing
that would be insane.
Yeah.
You would get kicked off of American Idol for that.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, Katy Perry is pretty powerful, but I don't think she's that powerful.
I feel like they'd probably edit it.
Well, yeah, they'd probably just... But but then that one guy that was there would be like, hey...
Yeah, but who are they going to
TMZ.
believe? The one guy that's there or the millions of fans of the show that are like, that's not real.
If like a behind-the-scenes person like reported it to TMZ or something, I think people would be like, oh, she definitely said it. Okay. Anyway, let's instead of
Only
talking about
some.
this,
I think only some.
hypothetical. What did she actually do?
So she had that weird kiss thing that happened.
Yeah, that was weird. I did not like that. It's
Um,
uncomfortable.
Oh, I forget what the other thing was that she did. I remember that she did something else that was weird. I'm finding it. Hold on.
It's 91.7 The Edge, WSUW, Whitewater. In case you're wondering, FCC.
Nice. That was a good call there.
I'm just gonna talk about the music that we played. We played gospel. It went one song over. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't supposed to play it yet, but that's a taste of what we'll play after these request songs. We're gonna talk about the South Florida rap scene, which is very interesting. You find your stuff yet?
Just in general, a lot of people are saying that she's. Oh, she threw some shade at Taylor Swift, I think.
No surprise there.
Right. She's also just been kind of too flirty, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not really judging people adequately. And then I guess there was some sort of controversy she had with nuns. Now I'm gonna read this directly from
where? Let's cite our sources.
people. People aren't gonna like this particular source. It's Fox News, folks.
I'm Rick James.
Katy Perry is battling poor publicity of her own, arising from a legal battle with some elderly nuns over a convent Perry wants to convert to a luxury estate. One nun, 89, recently collapsed in court and subsequently died after begging Katy Perry, please stop.
How is that not a sentence from The Onion? That does not sound real. Can you please reread that sentence?
One nun, 89, recently collapsed in court and subsequently died, which is tragic, after begging Katy Perry, please stop. Wow.
Katy Perry, please stop. No.
And then she dies. A second nun, 80, says...
Katy Perry, nun killer.
The contretemps with Perry has left her broke. That's really unfortunate.
She's trying to buy
a convent because I guess it's someplace that probably looks really nice, and so she wants to have it as a luxury estate.
Wow.
And
that's
so she's
a garbage
content.
Thing to do.
That's a really garbage thing to do.
Because I bet her already mansion isn't nice enough. Already.
Right.
God, people are the worst.
Yeah, especially people with a lot of money.
Let the nuns nun.
Oh, speaking of people with a lot of money, did you see that they finally passed legislation that's like you have to show what the CEO makes in comparison to the lowest median level workers?
That's surprising. Who passed that?
I don't know, but it's been trying to get passed for since 2010 when it was first put in.
I guess it's just so I guess you would look really bad for not voting for it enough that
yeah. Right. there was a lot of big companies that were trying to make sure it didn't happen.
I know, that's what I'm
enough
saying.
so that
and
it
I'm
took
surprised
8
that
years to get
win.
there. But there are, I think, 5 or 6 companies where the numbers are over 1,000 to 1.
From low to top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the CEO makes 1,000 times what the very lowest level makes.
I'm surprised it's not more.
Well, there were some that it was like, let me find it.
Because minimum wage in Wisconsin is $7.50 an hour. 750 times 1,000 would be $7,500 an hour. Wow, actually, that's that's a lot.
Now that you're saying it out loud, you go, ooh.
So if you made 7,000, I think that's right? 7.5 times 1,000. Yeah. So if you worked 40 hours a week, making Let me think. 10 times 10 again. Wow, that would be $74,000 every 10 hours. Times 4. Uh-oh. This is getting more math.
This is getting more math.
It's a lot of money, folks. That's like what? It's almost it's a little above 300,000 a week.
It's absurd is what it is.
That's 300,000 times 52. What's that for a yearly salary?
For what?
A lot.
Oh.
What's 300? What would be 300 times 50?
That's
Sick.
175, right? Yeah. 350 times 50?
No, 300 times 50.
Oh, 300. That's 100. No, 1,500.
So that'd be $1,500,000 in a year. I think that doesn't sound right. I don't know. We're bad at math. We are comm majors. I can do math to figure out EQs sometimes. That's about it. Did you find it yet?
I'm getting there. I'm almost there.
I know Wells Fargo, their CEO just got like a 30% raise.
That's true.
Are you getting close?
I thought I was. And
This is some good pod.
Here we go. Here we go. There it is. All right, I found it. All right. So the CEO of Marathon Petroleum
Yep, no surprise.
took home 935 times more pay than his typical employee in 2017.
Typical employee. So that's not even the lowest.
Right. That's just like your standard employee. That's like whatever the median is.
Even when I did the math of a Wisconsin minimum wage, it was insane.
Yeah.
Typical employee
Now-
at an oil company is probably making 30,000 a year if
Yeah.
conservatively.
Yeah.
30, 40, that's around, I think the median American is like 42,000
Yeah.
a
So probably
year.
something around there. However, that's not the highest it gets. So, here are employees of at least 5 other U.S. firms. That have even higher numbers here. And I'll start from the lowest of the top 5 here that I have. So, 1,353 to 1 is the apparel maker VF. I don't know what VF is.
Probably own sweatshops in like Indonesia.
Probably. Del Monte
That's the
Produce.
Yep.
1,465 to 1.
That's probably because, well, I don't know if their company employs the laborers, but they probably get paid almost nothing. If not, they're paid off the books if they're migrant workers.
The one that I understand the most, because it's actually a company that I know and have seen a lot, Six Flags. 1,900.
More inequality, more fun.
Yikes! Six Flags. 1,920 to 1.
See, again, that makes sense because the people that work at those amusement parks get paid like nothing. Most of them are probably minimum wage, if not $1 above minimum wage.
Yeah. I had to take a sip there because this next number is too large.
Is this 2? This is number 2.
Number 2, the temp agency Manpower. 2,483
Wow.
to 1.
Wow.
If you're making $750, that guy's making 2,483 times $750 an hour.
That would be around $14,000 an hour.
You know.
That's a decent. That's like that's a new like Honda Fit every hour.
Yeah. And then the auto parts maker Aptiv has the highest, as far as I know from what we have so far.
What's the publication?
It is through. I'm trying to see where they cited because that's the real key here.
Yeah, that is true. I just derailed this whole thing.
You sure did.
Or maybe it's building suspense. I'm gonna.
This person co-edits inequality.org.
Oh.
His latest book, The Case for Minimum Wage.
Okay, so it's like a researcher.
Yeah, it's a combination of Sarah Anderson and Sam Pizzagatti.
Okay. Okay, that's enough. We don't need to go deeper. We could look up their credentials if we wanted to be some super sleuths.
Yeah. This specific bit that I'm reading off of, which is why I didn't want to say it right away because I know it's not super great, is The Guardian.
Oh, they're pretty good.
They're all right.
I would trust them way more than they're a large newspaper. They're the people that broke the Snowden story, so for me they weigh pretty well with credibility.
All right. Well, I don't like to state, like, even saying Fox News, I was like, I don't like, that's not a good name. Any name that's like a big name, yeah. I don't like to say because it's like, that could be swayed so much.
I think The Guardian's generally pretty decent.
All right. Did I get to what the actual ratio was? 2,526 to 1?
Okay, I'm doing the math. So 750 times what?
2,526.
They would make just shy of $19,000 an hour.
$19,000 an hour.
But that's if it's based off of minimum wage and not typical wage.
Right. Let's just pretend that it's based off of minimum wage. Now I'm going to do that, and I'm going to multiply that by 40 hours a week, assuming that this person would work 40 hours a week, which they wouldn't. So that's 760. Okay, 700. I'm just gonna base it off of 19,000. $760,000, and then let's multiply that by 52 weeks in a year. 39 million. 520,000 in a year.
Not including bonuses. I'm just kidding. I wonder if they actually, it makes me wonder if they included bonuses in the math that they're doing.
That's a very fair question.
Probably factored it in. Then there's benefits, company cars, company housing, flights,
company jets that you don't have to pay for anymore.
Well, that is a little bit of depressing news.
Yeah, we brought up money, so I thought that was the most recent thing that I had seen related to money.
Let's try and not be depressed and listen to some good music, courtesy of our pal Henry. Right?
Henry? Yeah, Henry.
I hope you enjoy it. It's Kanye, Thundercat, and Big Sean. We'll be back in a little bit. See ya. It's 91.7 The Edge. Groovy.
That was pretty groovy.
It's 91.7 The Edge. You're listening to Now That's What I Call Now / Between the Songs. That was some requests from a loyal listener. Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Coming up,
it's just really nice.
Coming up next, we're going to talk about the South Florida rap scene and how that's kind of come to become what people refer to as SoundCloud rap. Super distorted 808s, fast flows, aggressive. Lots of music videos that are just put to clips from Naruto.
Yeah.
So that's what's coming up next.
They're all a bunch of weebs.
Yes, they are. It's great. But what are we going to talk about?
Ooh, I got a highly political segment. So
nice.
If you guys don't like that stuff, just turn it down for a little bit. The music will come back in just a moment. But we got some we got some pretty intense stuff to talk about here. So to start with, I'll bring up the sweater thing again because you said
Yeah, what's behind the sweater?
behind the sweater.
I'm a little nervous.
So the Stormy Daniels thing has escalated a lot.
Oh no.
She
How long is it until we see Donald Trump's genitals?
probably not very.
I'm very scared. First
Did,
presidential.
did you see SNL the past?
No, I didn't.
There was a bit on
I
the.
need to see that Bill Hader was on, and they did another Stefan
They
bit,
did. It was
and
great.
I really want to see it. Anyway, did they do a bit about it?
Yeah. Michael Shea, right?
Sure.
Yeah,
on the
sure.
Weekend Report?
Uh-huh.
Weekend Update?
He said, "What happens when you see it and he's good though? Like what if he's good?"
I would be more surprised.
You don't want to see that though. You don't want to know if he's
I
good or
don't want to
not.
know. I don't want to know either way. I'm terrified.
But like if he's good, won't that make you more upset? But anyway.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just going to be... The whole idea of it is just so upsetting to me
Yeah.
that I can't even think about that.
Yeah. But anyway, in the actual news, so she is doing all that she can to null and void that whole statement of silence thing.
Non-disclosure agreement?
That. So she's going to pay the money back directly to Trump. And she noted that the guy never actually signed the contract himself,
Yep.
only she had.
And his lawyer, not
And-
him, Trump himself. That's
Right.
The whole, yeah.
Right. And then she had like a lie detector test back in like 2011.
Which they're generally kind of not that.
They're hit or miss.
Yes. Just an important.
So that can
caveat.
be absolutely denied. But when she did take it, she did state that she was with Donald Trump and it passed the test.
Uh-huh.
And that was like released and certified by some guy who does those tests.
Yep. I totally believe it did happen. I
Oh,
don't think there's
absolutely.
Any doubt.
I just don't think that people will care enough. I
No,
don't think that'll be a thing that people
no,
go,
it
oh,
won't be.
yeah, he shouldn't be president. It'll be a thing where they go, are you surprised?
I mean, Bill Clinton
Right.
wrote the book on this.
It's just
It's
a ridiculous
wild.
situation.
It's very wild.
Speaking of ridiculous
Also,
situations,
also, Donald Trump Jr. is separating from his wife.
that's
over,
another ridiculous situation.
Alleged affair. But the Trump personal lives, keeping up with the Trumps.
Yeah, that could be a reality show. Oh wait, it is. Ooh, another dog mishap with United.
Oh no, that makes me sad.
This time they rerouted the flight because they realized they had another dog that they were about to take to the wrong place. So while the plane was in the air, they were like, "We're turning around and we're putting this dog back on the ground."
Yeah, the PR firm, like the direct head of PR, was like, "You gotta
Turn the
around."
plane around. Don't ask. Don't tell anybody until you're on the ground. Turn the plane
There's
around.
one too many dogs on this
Plane.
plane.
And then while we're on this chain of just awful things happening, have you heard about the whole Cambridge Analytica thing?
Yeah, I haven't gone into it. I just assumed that all of my information is out for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too concerned about that part. The part that bothered me a little bit, I guess not too much, it wasn't too surprising, was that Trump is always advocating so vigorously for American jobs to be first and to always use American everything.
Uh-huh.
But they're a UK company.
A shout out. Probably
Uh,
from Cambridge, which
probably.
is where I grew up.
Probably.
Near.
And they like ran all of the social everything for his campaign if what this report stated was all accurate. And the guy who stated that, who was the former, I think, CEO or president or something like that, was fired upon saying that.
Yeah.
So that doesn't look suspicious. Uh, but yeah, that's a really unfortunate situation on top of all of the other unfortunate situations. Speaking of unfortunate situations, we got more tariffs going on, so that's cool.
Yeah, they're complicated. I get why they're good. I also get why they're potentially really bad.
So, it's not fully completed yet, but what's happening is Trump plans to put more tariffs specifically onto China, and there are severe benefits and not that. So, in doing so, China has agreed to have a meeting to discuss trade, and some
Well, Trump's gonna make a deal.
right.
He's the master. of
Right.
deal.
Yep, he's got to do that. So that's actually further than I think
Donald
anyone
Trump's
expected.
gonna walk up to the Chinese and say, "Yo, I got a Groupon."
I think that's further than anyone expected, really, out of that situation, including the head of economics at the White House who resigned because he was tired of
Hey.
that situation.
We talked about Rex Tillerson already, right?
Yeah, that was last
we
week.
Did. That was last week.
Oh, hey, surprising bit of information. We have a week where nobody resigned or got fired.
Hey.
But anyway, he plans on putting tariffs on them. But Walmart and Costco, two companies that I shop at a lot,
I think everyone in America does. You kind of can't.
They
not
said,
shop at Walmart.
that would be a really bad idea because consumer prices would go up.
Yeah, I can't afford that.
And that's a big deal for any American who's always looking for the best deal. Because that's kind of what Americans do. Unless they're in California and they only shop at Whole Foods.
Yeah.
And that's a stereotype, ladies and gentlemen.
And this is a radio. Then you're listening to us in stereo.
Wow. That was crazy. Ooh, I think I had one more thing. One more thing to wrap up the politics bit. Oh. So Putin won, kinda.
Oh yeah. Well, it's all the Russian elections are shady.
Right, and that's
all
why I
of
said
Russia is
kinda.
shady.
All of Russia is shady? They got a cloud over the whole thing?
Yeah, it's actually pretty dark.
It's getting dark.
Yeah, no. Russian politics have not recovered since the fall of the Soviet Union.
No, they have not. In
Yep.
fact, there is a little bit of a news release stating that Putin's actually been in power since the turn of the century. Did you know that?
Yeah, he has.
Since the
Behind
year
scenes
2000.
and in front of the scenes. Because he was like president, and then he was prime minister, and then he was president again.
And he's still president.
I forgot what the difference is in the Russian system, but I mean, all of the politicians are basically bought off because it's a what's the word? Plutocracy?
Sure.
Uh,
Is that when everyone rules from
oligopoly?
Pluto?
No. It's the I'm trying to the word isn't coming. It's basically it's like we have democracy in quotes, but like it's all been pre-planned. All the
Yeah.
powerful people are working together, so essentially it doesn't matter.
Did you
that
see all
there's
those
democracy.
gross videos of people just stuffing the ballots full?
Yeah.
That was awful. I hate seeing that. Like, there's a camera. Why
Uh-huh.
did you do that? All you had to do was look up and go, oh, that's a camera, and then just don't do that.
Yeah, I hope for the Russian people's sake their country gets better soon.
I hope for any country that is having a bad time that their country gets better
Uh-huh.
soon.
It's depressing
Looking at you, NK.
looking at you, Iran, Saudi Arabia,
Yeah, those two.
a lot of other countries.
That's
Looking at you.
crazy amount of other countries.
Anyway, let's get back into some music. We're going to play some Denzel Curry. You'll know this first song because it was a big meme. After that, we're going to play Zenith, which is Denzel Curry featuring Joey Badass. We're going to play Bank Account by 21 Savage and Pick It Up by Famous Dex. And then after that, get ready for some hip-hop that very much is taking cues from metal culture. It's cool. We'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye.
You're listening to 91.7 The Edge. I just got one quick topic to tell you guys about. Nice. So Kyle and I have been working on a small project here. If you guys ever want to listen to us, and you kind of hear us, but you're not really paying attention, or you were paying attention and you thought we did say some things that are kind of all right, we're gonna start uploading just the stuff that we're talking about. We're not gonna be uploading the music
Just the
for
parts between the songs.
for obvious reasons.
Copyright.
Yeah,
It'll get you.
it will get you, but we're gonna put up just what we talk about, and it's gonna be a little show called Between the Songs. So if you don't follow us on social medias or whatnot, figure out a way to get in touch with us if you do want to ever hear anything like that, because we're going to be uploading our second episode onto the website and letting it go to all of you people out there who want to hear us.
Yep. Cool. Was that your
That's all I
announcement?
really wanted to say. Yeah. Thank you guys for being avid listeners. If you are still listening to us and you like our content,
Let me tell you, these next songs are wild, and some not in the good way. First group we're going to talk about, Suicide Boys. The first S and the last S are money signs, though. Very important.
I really wanted them to be the cool S.
Oh, yeah.
You know
like
what the cool
German
S is,
one?
right?
Oh, yeah.
The 3 lines.
The 3 lines. They sound pretty metal, but their metal a lot comes from, they just like saying 666 a lot and stuff like that. The second song we're going to play.
I like that when you search cool S, it's the right one.
Yeah, that's nice. We're going to play some Tekashi 6ix9ine, which is bad. I should never play it, but it certainly illustrates the rise of like the yelled rap vocal. And it sure is interesting. He looks like a bag of Skittles. And it's interesting. Now, after that, we're just going all in. There's this guy from England called Scarlord, but the O in
Ooh,
Lord
yeah.
is an X. And let me tell you, it's the closest thing to like heavy metal hip hop I think I've ever heard. And it's loud. That's all I'll say. Hope you enjoy. It's different. We'll see after this. 91.7 The Edge. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So yeah, that's definitely a metal edge in a hip-hop song. In fact, while I was listening to that, I was like, there's almost some like production things that almost vaguely remind me of like Periphery.
Yeah, that's very true. Speaking of that, I wonder if it's going to be Metal at Midnight or based on how the tracks were going earlier, I would go it's probably going to be metal.
You wanna click that move to current time, but
No. Oh.
oops. So that was our SoundCloud night tonight. Next week, I think I might talk about Death Grips. At least for part of it. Because that, for me, is one of, I think, the most influential and interesting groups of the 2010s. So look forward to that. I'll have a...
Yep, looks to be it's going to be Metal at Midnight again.
Oh, fun.
So that'll be something you guys can look forward to. I'm sorry that you don't get Hip Hop Hump Day yet. But
So
maybe
we need
one
to
day.
fuse it together and just play Scarlord all night, and then it'll be hip-hop and metal at night.
That's true. That's true.
To do that. Brockhampton's being really annoying on Twitter. So they were gonna release an album that they were gonna call Team Effort that they announced at the very end of last year. But then they tweeted out a picture yesterday that said Team Effort was scheduled to be released next week, but we spoke to God and she told us to save the album for another time. And so everyone's like, what? And then they announced another album named Puppy that's, I guess, coming out this summer. And Kevin, although he always lies on Twitter, so you can't believe anything he says,
Oh, God.
tweeted that Team Effort isn't even coming out this year anymore.
Wow, how rude.
Knowing Kevin and Brockhampton, Team Effort's probably going to come out this week. And they're still going to drop an album this summer.
Yeah,
And before that
do
album
that.
drops this summer, they'll probably announce another album that will drop in the fall because they just are insane.
They got a lot of people to write.
It's hard to be a Brockhampton fan. I'm just kidding. It's really easy because they gave us 3 albums last year, so
They give you a lot of options.
they could release nothing this year, and I've got more material from them than most artists release in
That's
5
true.
years.
That's very true.
It's great. I love it. They're going on tour again. And doing a European tour. They're insane. You got any closing thoughts?
I hope you guys liked it. No, I don't. I don't have any thoughts. I'm all out of them. It's too late or too early, depending on how you're looking at it, to deal with thoughts right now. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I
Look
hope you like our
This
show.
picture of Ben Affleck's back tattoo.
That's a phoenix.
Uh-huh.
Why?
I don't know. I do not know. I feel like being an actor, it's very tough
Shouldn't
to
have a tattoo.
a massive back tattoo.
If you have a tattoo as an actor, it should be a small one that you can cover up with makeup real easy.
Interesting.
Not an entire back tattoo. Although I
There is
wonder
a lot
if that's
going
just
on
like
there.
somebody put it on him.
Interesting. It's blowing up on Twitter right now. James Harden is. Oh yeah, he's a basketball player. I always clicking. Whenever I see a name in my Twitter trending, I get a little bit scared. I'm like, oh no, they dead?
Uh-oh.
They're not dead.
Last you checked.
Last time I checked. Oh, this is an interesting debate. Let's close this debate.
Sure.
Is a tennis ball yellow or green?
Green.
I agree.
Yeah.
I've always looked at that highlighter color more as a green than a yellow. And people get mad. They're like, no, that's yellow. And I'm like, it's just always been more of a green to me. Like a really bright green. Like that
I would say a
fluorescent
tennis
color.
I would say a tennis ball is green. I wouldn't say that the highlighter's green.
And on that, we're ending the show.
I guess it depends on the highlighter. I don't know exactly which
Yeah,
one
I
you're
don't
talking
know
about.
what I'm talking about either. I never know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yikes.
That's great for my credibility on this show.
Yeah.
It's 91.7 The Edge. You should already expect I don't know what I'm talking about. And it's 91.7
Thank you and
WSUW,
good night.
Whitewater, Wisconsin. We're going to get into some metal at midnight because it's midnight if you don't have a clock near you.
It's a little bit past midnight.
Yeah,
if you,
it's
if you
it's
actually don't know.
two past the top of the hour. We'll see you next week, Tuesday. 10
We
p.m.
won't see him though because it's radio.
Oh, and it's spring break.
Oh, and it's spring break. We won't.
Are you going to be here?
No.
Okay.
I will be in Denver, Colorado.
That's not here.
That is not here.
I might be here, but I'm not going to do the show alone.
I can Skype in.
We could try and figure that out.
That'd be a
But
strange
I'm
thing.
also lazy.
Yeah, it's really
and
not
I
worth
want to
it.
be on break.
Yeah, not
So we'll
worth it.
see you in 2 weeks.
We'll be back in Dose.
We'll
that
have
means
tons
next
of
time-
news.
Next time we have a episode uploading will be mid-April?
3 weeks. Yeah. That's scary. I don't want to talk about that. I'm running out of time to do my capstone.
You sure are.
And then I'm going to not be in college anymore, which is weird. I don't want to think about it. The future.
Next time we upload an episode will be April 17th because we're uploading one
Oh
tonight.
my god. Oh my god.
Oh,
That's like
don't do it.
basically in a month.
Yeah, basically, because it's what, the 21st, so
That's-
4
yeah.
days ago to a month. That's a strange way to word that.
4 days ago to a month. I think that's a sign that we need to go.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
We got Comeback Kid, Lower the Line. Yeah.
Like, rate, subscribe, leave 5 stars, make a response video.
We can't tell them to do any of that. This is a nonprofit station. We aren't allowed call to actions.
I specifically call you to an action. Oh no, the FCC.
What's your number? I'm gonna call you.
FCC, we're here to arrest you. Oh no, they're taking me away, guys.
They're taking us in.
Oh no, they're taking me away.
Oh, there goes Kyle.
Oh, no.
Oh, they're gonna get me next.
I'm innocent.
Oh no, it's so bad. They're getting me next.